Hello everyone, we're back with Dominion Action. It's been some time. Um, this is the Dominion World Cup 2022. I offered Team Canada to cover some of their games. It's useful to look at replays regardless of the result, win or lose, to improve upon your gameplay. So we're looking at Canada's A team in action here. TeamOkay. With the first game of the group stage. So there are 4 groups of 4. I have the structure out here. So you can look at the group standings. This should be easier to see. Canada A is in the group with USA B, France, and Europe. This is the match between Canada A and Europe. Matches are 6 games each, and most matches top the group and move to the next stage. Anyways, we've missed a bit of the game so far. Sea Hag for the French opening, develop for Canada, develop for France, and Fishing Village over the Sea Hag for Canada. Canada's TeamOkay, and I won't venture, I guess, into how to pronounce that. So you have my words, you have the actual game, and then you have a few people in chat offering their opinions as well. So, you know, lots of sources of information. As for me, I have been out of the game for some time, so I'm not that good at it anymore. So I'll just be commentating more than offering advice. So that is a treasury for Team France. We have the first under request from Team Canada here. Alright, so let's see what's happening. There are a couple of develops in play. Stockpile. No. Alright. Oh, squirrel. I didn't even see the squirrel. So for those who don't know, +2 cards at the end of the turn. A bit of draw. Looks good. So let's see if we can observe. TeamOkay is picking up quite a few fishing villages. They have the Sea Hag now. I don't think they opened with it, but they got it earlier. So they want to hand out curses. Develop will eventually get rid of them, but perhaps you have greater ambitions for your develop here. This might be a treasury. Yeah, okay. So I think it's just a matter of time before we see tactician. Yeah, so Mistgun in chat is saying the village is without terminals. I think they're shaping up for double tactician, which is why they're going after the fishing villages. There aren't that many terminals, I agree. I mean, we'll see. Stockpile is a funny card. It lends to the quick games because of the plus buy, and there's a lot of money on it actually. 3-hole coin, jeez. Alright, so a couple of treasuries each, some fishing villages, and probably a couple develops each. Okay, another fishing village for Team Canada. I assume that both players here will follow suit. So notice only 2 curses have been handed out here. Here will be the 3rd one. And we are, what, 9 turns in? So see how it isn't looking great, I would say. But it's still a problem, you know? Still will introduce some junk into the deck that gets in the way of doing more constructive things. Alright, so these treasuries are now very nice at the top of the turn here. Gives them enough money to pick up 5 costs, which is, I assume, is what they want to go after until the treasuries are empty. Yeah, another treasury there. And soon I expect the the fishing villages to empty as well. Let's see what TeamOkay goes for here. Yeah, they go for the last fishing village, but then ask for an undo. Perhaps they want a treasury instead. So you see there, they chose not to play the Sea Hag, opting to trash instead. Ah, so fishing village and stockpile to gain the stockpiles off the exile mat. This is, yeah, a stockpile and probably a treasury, right? We are heading for a 3 pile, it seems. No, another develop. So who has how many develops? I have no idea. None whatsoever. Another stockpile. Ah, and double squirrel. So this looks to be a big turn. We might, well, actually, let's see what they do. Here's a big turn for Team France. See if they play the stockpile or not. They could get up to province if they want, maybe not. One stockpile goes down. Purchases a stockpile to get those 2 off the exile mat. And what next? There's 9 coin. I think you have time for treasury, but let's see what they choose. Could get, yeah, oh, emptying the stockpiles here. Alright, alright. So Team France is ahead currently. Something to keep in mind. Triple squirrel and $6 is tactician on the shuffle here. Alright. So Canada sees their tactician straight away. It seems a bit weird, the tactician with the stockpiles, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. You'll find back those stockpiles of the tactician too, unlikely. Enough for a province and 1 squirrel in play. Alright, so yeah, piles. The Sea Hag will eventually empty the curse pile, but that is a bit slow at this point. I think the players will turn over for points soon. I mean, Team France has already gone that route. Let's see if Team Canada will play their tactician. I think you have to. You almost have to play that tactician. Right? Perhaps play it and buy another one. I don't know. Because then you never get the stockpiles out of your deck. So squirrel, fishing village, and tactician or no tactician? No tactician. Choosing points instead. Alright. That is interesting. So a lot of stockpiles went down. Let's see what the stockpile count is. Province Duchy. So 3 on, 1 on for France, 3 on for Team Canada. Alright, a squirrel for France. Let's see how this comes out. Probably squirrel, yeah. And Duchy. Alright. Okay, okay. Into the green phase, it seems, for both sides here. I think that tactician will be quite an asset moving forward for Canada. This is our province. Very good. France can reply in kind here. Perhaps. Oh wow, that is a lot of stockpiles. See, this is the dangerous thing with stockpile. This is how much? 4 trees are 12. They can empty the treasuries. Wow. Wow. Double province seller. Maybe a state is better, but probably not. So 5 stockpiles out there. 4 for Team Canada. Where's the remaining one? Probably in France's hand, I would imagine. France's deck. Anyway. Alright, Sea Hag drops the score by 1 effectively. And yeah, 5 for Duchy. Alright, so let's see what France can come up with here. With the stockpiles out of the deck, you lose a lot of your buying power. I don't expect any of them to get to province anytime soon. Yeah, there goes our duchy for France. So here now I expect to see the tactician go down. Develop trashes the seller to gain a silver. Alright, to top deck some extra money. Buys a duchy. Yeah, and this is where France will struggle without the extra draw from the tactician. Goes in for a curse of the sea hag. Thinking about squirrel or fishing village. Goes for squirrel. So let's see what they buy. Now they get the estate. Okay. Okay. This is a massive turn here for Team Canada, the tactician. Yeah, paid off in the end. Well, I say paid off. The game isn't done yet, but this does give Canada a lot of options. Double develop in hand. There isn't really a way to gain points from the develop. You could develop the silver into an estate and 4 and then draw the 4, develop the 4 into a duchy and another 3 cost. That is possible. Whether it is something they want to do, I don't know. They are 5 points behind, 3 provinces left. So, right, let's see the play here. Develop trashes duchy into gold and hag. Oh, maybe they see a win. Draws hag, draws gold. Develop the hag into duchy and develop. Okay, so they didn't see the win. A win, not that there was a win, I'm just saying. Oh, never mind, I'm blind. Haha, triple duchy wins. Alright, so that's one game for Canada there. Cheers to that. Yeah, I agree with Miss Gun. Miss Gun can't hear me, but that was nice. I didn't even think about triple duchy for pile out. Alright, so let me try to get my head on and deliver better commentary now. Alright, so we have a cursed gold game. I don't like this card because a lot of times there's a brick in your hand. Okay, they opt to play it for what? A puka. So Canada opens with puka and a 4 cost. I would guess Exorcist, but I really have no idea. Yeah, okay, so it is puka Exorcist mirrored by France. Fine. 2 is the Border Guard. Hamlet was an option there. Border Guard lets them see their puka more often. France trash for Wisp. Alright, so playing the Cursed Goal again to summon a farming village this time. Exorcist is what, the only way to trash curses here? I never know when to play the Cursed Goal or not. So 4 here, both pukas missed their shuffle, and here's where the Border Guard gains value. Right, Hamlet would only see 1 card in this position, Border Guard sees 2. Little extra chance to see a puka again. Quickly anyway. So let's see what Team France does. The shuffles have been a little bit different now, so you have to make slightly different decisions. There's no fight. Well, I mean, they could play the gold if they want, right? And summon a farming village, just like Team Canada. But here, for example, the Will-O-Wisp is drawn dead. But that's how card games go. You have to make decisions with what you draw. Alright, so they do play the Cursed Goal, summons the farming village. Fair, very reasonable. Okay, Wisp first, then Border Guard. Finds the Puka. That is excellent for Team Okay to see the Puka so quickly again. That puts them ahead significantly. France is right behind. I think they found their Puka quickly as well. This is for the second time, right? There should be 4 coppers in the bin. Yeah. And a second Exorcist for Team Canada. Yeah, that's fine, I think. There are a lot of things to trash. 3 estates, if you're playing the cursed gold frequently, curses as well. And then eventually one Exorcist can trash the other. Alright, so Team France thinking about cursed gold or not. It is difficult. Well, for me anyway. Anyway, so I said, yeah, I'm back. I'm playing Dominion. I played in League a couple times. I was in D division. I got put there. I got demoted rather dramatically to E. I lost a lot of games in D, but then I won E division. Now I'm back in D. So hopefully I don't lose spectacularly again and I start to move up. Livery. Very good livery. It might be early for the livery. For example, here, Team France might draw that dead. But we'll see. I think you would want to summon one more time. The outpost. Whoa. I think livery is early. I think outpost is early too, but these are better players than me. Oh, the livery is there. And not dead. Alright, cheers, man. You get through with your livery. Good for you. Let's see if they follow suit on the outpost. No, someone's Hamlet instead. So that has to be for a buy. Is the only source of buy on the board, right? I mean, it doesn't trigger the livery though. Tad bit unfortunate, but at least you get the money from the livery. So here the outpost comes through as well. Things are looking good for Canada here. Able to trash 2 curses, pick up a livery. Now let's see this outpost turn. How good will it be? That's okay. You get a horse out of it. Could be worse. So that's fine. I assume France will be looking to pick up an outpost here. So France only has the 1 Exorcist here, which they could get by on, especially if outpost turns work out very well for them. They could trash 2 curses in a turn, and pretty soon the cursed gold will stop giving you curses. So they do this card for the buy as we expected, and to play the cursed gold going forward. Another livery and the Hamlet this time. Trashing a curse, okay. Alright, so here comes the Puka again. Not being dead draw. Very good. And I think, yeah, they'll get through till the end of their deck here. This Border Guard will now probably be top deck every turn. That'll be helpful with the outpost. I don't see a reason to not play the Cursed Gold. Summons a Hamlet. Yeah, okay, so they need the plus buy as well. Team Canada gets rid of the horse, yeah, for the imp. Makes sense. And here's the outpost turn with a Border Guard in hand and a Hamlet in play. Alright, so this looks like a full outpost turn, meaning they'll get through their whole deck. So the outpost was well timed. Alright. So this puka should clean up the last curse. Not curse, not the purple kind, the yellow kind of curse. Oh no, they want the money. For what? A livery and a hamlet. Okay. Okay. France needs an outpost. You cannot play this game 2 turns against 1 and expect to gain any kind of advantage. So this second exorcist was a very smart decision by TeamOkay. You're seeing what's happening with France's hand there in particular. Lots of creases and coppers in it, whereas Canada's deck is what, devoid of those now? There might be the one copper we saw last turn, but and if there's a curse, this probably will get trashed on this turn. And now the curse gold is just a regular gold. No more curses. Okay, discarding for plus buy. Probably more liveries. I really don't know how you make progress from here. Yeah, farming village and a livery. Yeah, okay. Looks good, looks good. This border guard now has the horn and the lantern. Wow. I assume discarding for buy here. Yeah, does discard for the buy. There's the final copper in Team Canada's deck. And they will be able to stick 3 liveries in play here. Alright. Good for them. Their deck is looking to be in very good shape. Both curses will get eliminated here as well. You might opt to trash a horse for another imp. That's good too. I wonder what you do here. Hamlet, a livery, and a summon. So you may want to build until what? Double province? So you may just want to build until piles are thin. You have the points lead. You have the development lead. More liveries. Your deck is thinner. A good turn here for France. Yeah, okay. Their deck isn't in horrible shape, but it's a little bit worse in terms of junk cards and liveries. So in this situation, yeah, okay, finally the outpost, about time. Probably a livery, yeah. So see, the position Team France is in here is that they have the worst deck, right? So you could try to catch up in development, but it's not easy at this point. So what you have to do is force the game to be as short as possible. You don't want to give your opponent a chance to use their shiny, well-crafted, superior deck. So I would imagine they would start to push for points on the next turn here. An alternative here is, you'd want to disrupt your opponent, so Giant is on the board, but Giant is a very slow attack and may not be something they're interested in. It mightn't cause the disruption as quickly as France would like. So those are a couple options you have when you're down on development. Doesn't mean you're out of the game, but you have to recognize where your deck is and how to play it. So someone farming village, another livery, and another livery. This will nick the puka and last curse. I don't think he takes a ghost. They do take the ghost, okay. That's fine too. Alright, let's see where this outpost turn goes. I don't think they could end the game. None of them have that many buys, right? 4 buys minimum. And then you need $17 for 3 farming villages and a livery. I don't think they do, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay, we see 2 hamlets, so that's 3 buys total. Okay, he actually can do it. Ha! Alright, never mind. Canada can pile out. Yeah, I didn't realize they had that many hamlets. So the ghost here was for nothing, really. The imp would have been better just to make sure you get through. Wait. Did I make a mistake? Oh, he could have piled there, no? Yeah, okay. I think chat also recognizes it. Which is why we have replays. Ta-da! Alright, so let's see if France could capitalize on this. If there's any way they could even tie the game, right? The second player. I think they would take a tie and feel very happy coming out of this. Okay, so they do have a bit of draw here, and they only have 2 buys, so they would need to go like farming village, province, and then do that again on the next turn. If they could summon the farming village and province, they would want to do that. Not enough actions. That is rough, man. So they can't. Yeah, they have the province. Trash the curse here. Go back through the deck, trash the curse again, buy 2 farming villages. They actually have a way out. So France has a way out if they draw very well. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, it didn't pan out. But they potentially could have drawn that game, which I imagine would not be a good feeling for TeamOkay if that happened. As it stands now, though, should be a very easy pile out on this turn. I'm sure they see it by now. You see what happened last time? Why they missed the pilot? Because the ghost vision. You get the shiny ghost, you want to use the ghost. You don't want to get your ghost and then end the game and not use your ghost. Why did I get my ghost then? For style? Ghost vision. That's what I have ghost vision too. And the problem is ghost is not always a good card, but I always want to make it a good card. Serious ghost vision problems. You see now he has a very nice symmetrical deck, a ghost on either turn or post turn. Everything is pretty and organized. But this is a turn late. Alright, here come the many liveries. And the not so cursed goal now. Alright, so I haven't been putting up videos on my league games because I don't know, they're not good. It's like some of them I feel I play good, but I feel like my quality of play isn't where it used to be, and I would like to put good things on the channel rather than ordinary things. When I improve, if I improve, I'll start back to put videos out of my own play. For now, we'll get our feet wet by looking at Team Canada's performance. Maybe looking at these games will also help me as well. Alright, so who leads here? France lead. The score is 2-0 to Canada. France has first player in game 3, opening 5-2 with the upgrade. That is usually a good thing to do. That being said, there's Doctor on the board as an alternative. The difference between Doctor and upgrade, aside from gaining stuff off your estates, is the speed. Doctor potentially can trash very quickly. Canada goes from Silk Merchant into Bonfire. Upgrades into a silver, purchases a Bonfire. This is what? This is silver, right? This can't be another Bonfire because you have nothing in your deck. Yeah, okay, no money in your deck. Alright, another Bonfire here. So I won't be surprised to see upgrade into Camel Train for Team France. This is an upgrade for Canada, of course, yeah. So here, perhaps, okay. Gets a silver and another Bonfire. This is probably too thin, but okay. I still think France is ahead here. Camel Train. Camel Train is good. No, not Camel Train. Okay. What on 5 then? Interestingly, nobody has touched Scrying Pool. Ultimately, yeah, okay, right, I was just about to comment. Ultimately, you want to put down as many bridges as possible here, I would imagine. Second upgrade for okay. And another Silk Merchant. So, I think this upgrade will turn bridges into silvers into bridges here for Team France. They will need some draw, not a lot. The inn that they bought last in isn't helping them now, so you know, maybe the inn should have been a bridge, for instance. Bridge would be much better here. That would let you buy in and bridge for the next turn. But I still think France is in a much better position here. Early upgrade plus Bonfire is quite strong. Alright, let's see what they go for. I can't really see anything other than a bridge though. Okay, that's not true. I can see the Camel Train. Yeah, so the chat is saying bridge last turn for France instead of in would have been more useful this turn. They go for a barge. Please get a bridge soon, otherwise your advantage will evaporate. Upgrade the silver, yes, into the bridge. Okay, okay. And you have to, yeah, discard the silvers, draw them back, play a bridge. And what do you want now? Probably an inn, right? Yes, Eric's. I want pool too, but that's because I love scrying pool. Scrying pool is incredible. Scrying pool is the only card in the game that reads draw as many cards as you can draw, if they're all actions, of course. All of these other cards, Silk Merchant says just draw 2, and Barge says just draw 3. Scrying pool says draw X. Draw infinity. Break the game. Alright, so double upgrade. Alright, so Canada has picked up a camel train. Good. And a potion, I missed that. Yeah, so you'll see what this potion will do. Let's pay attention to this grind pool, because I think it will do something. So here is that into upgrade silver into the bridge, play a barge, and play a single bridge. They have less money than last turn, so I feel like this wasn't the way to go about this turn for Team France. I mean, the France is still ahead, but the gap is closing. It's not possible to buy another inn even, which is what they want badly. They can upgrade into the inn next turn. So perhaps Silk Merchant here is the best they can do. Yeah, okay. Silk Merchant also comes with a villager attached to it, so that'll help with the terminal problem. Over to Canada now. Probably using the camel train for a pool, and then buying another pool. Yep. Alright, so let's pay attention to the pools on Canada's side, because that could probably will help them close the gap. Alright, so there's the upgrade. Trash the Silk Merchant into the inn, which is what we expected. Inn, discard, and then draw back with barge, right? You would want to play the second inn as well. Okay, barge now. Fine. In. Yeah, okay. I thought the other barge might go down. Oh. So they use one of their bridges as a mole, and then use the barge to draw cards next in. Okay, that is a better setup for them. They're starting with more than 5 cards in hand is helpful for the inn. But now what do you buy? Because turning a bridge into a mole cuts your buy power here. Silk Merchant and a camel train. Huh. Interesting. So I'm guessing they want to camel train the bridge, upgrade the silver into the bridge, gain 2 bridges on this turn. Scrying pool didn't do much. And in now for Canada. Okay. So there's the inn. Let's see if they go with camel train. No, they discard the camel train. Goodbye, camel train. Okay, comes back. They go for the upgrade into the Silk Merchant to get another inn. Alright, so they're going to use the camel train for whatever they buy, not for the mid-turn gaining. Bridge. Barge for next turn, yes. And then you camel train gold. What? Not gold? A bridge is more helpful than a gold, in my opinion. You have actions to play it from all those silk merchants as well. Could have gone in bridge even if you're worried about actions. And then made the exile mid-turn, gain second bridge mid-turn. Alright, Scry and Pool, what did you do? You did something. Drew 2 cards. So this is pool and bridge, right? And if I say pool, I mean 2 pools because the camel train exiled 1. And now Canada has as many bridges as France. Things not looking good for France. They have 4 pools and the same number of bridges. France has more money, but money doesn't matter when the cost of everything is 0. So they trashed a silver into a silk merchant, which again I think should have been a bridge. Exiles a silk merchant, which hints at purchasing a silk merchant on this turn. No, buys province and silk merchant. This is not gonna work out. You can't pile out. There are too many cards. You cannot get all the silk merchants and the inns and the bridges. Sirix is pointing out, yeah, nobody has purchased cavalries. Look at that. Look. Did you see that? That was Scry and Pool in action. Draw infinite. And look, the advantage has evaporated here. Scry and Pool will do that. So cavalry is a card I have problems with. I don't know how to use that properly. But Sirix is a good player, and if he says people should have bought cavalry, I believe him. It's an easy upgrade target too, right? You draw cards and then you can upgrade things. Yeah, I think France is in trouble here. Because Canada will buy some number of bridges here, to the point to which next turn I think they could probably empty the provinces. Bridge, camel. Camel train is probably for Scry and Pool. So I expect something like, well, they probably can't get 4 bridges. Like 2 more. And in and Scry and Pools. What did they exile? Look at the exiled bridge, which is fine too. Because they will buy an inn here. Yeah, to circle all those good. Well, I say all those. The Scry and Pools, what you want in your starting hand. Didn't need to buy the province there. There's no threat of France piling out, I think. And I think... Ooh, they gain an inn. That is dangerous. I think that this might be France's last turn. Maybe. With 4 bridges, you could buy cavalries. Just buy out the pile. Cavalry replaces the buy. Right? Yeah. So it's like 2 piles. Just need to empty it at that point. So what is this? Double province? I don't think that's enough. Okay, they have 5 buys though, which is 1 short of even threatening to end the game. Well, you know, maybe you do bridge cavalry, stick up bridge down. and then do bridge cavalry again, and then buy all the cavalries, and then all these silk merchants, and gain coins from buying all these silk merchants. I don't know. There might be some cavalry tricks once you have 3 or 4 bridges in play. Alright, but they buy 2 provinces. I think that's GG. Right? Camel train for another bridge, yeah. Just play the inns until you find the scrying pools. You'll pick everything back up. You could even get rid of the bridges there, I think. I think you could place that much faith in scrying pool, yeah. Hey, province, that's not a card you want to see. Whoops. Betrayed. Commentator's curse. Oh, never mind. I forget there was mole on the board this whole time. Okay. We're cool, we're cool, we're cool. Everybody keep calm. Cavalry would have worked in that position as well, is what the chat is saying, it seems. Instead of using the mole, play the bridge, buy a cavalry for 1, draw 2 cards. You get to see 1 less card. But it's fine. So, not enough actions to play all the bridges, so I was wrong in my estimation of the game ending here. Wait, this is now dangerous. Wait. 7. Enough duchies. Can you buy enough duchies? Bonfire. That doesn't look like win. Playing for a win. Oh, there goes the cavalry now. Okay. But why buy the bonfire? Okay, there you go. They did find that way out. Okay. No commentators curse about finishing the game on that thing. Alright, so Canada has won 3 of the 6 games here. They just need 1 more to win this match. And beyond that, the rest of the games only count for tiebreakers if the other matches in the group end up 2-2. Then it comes down to cumulative wins over the course of the 4 matches. So how many out of 24 did Canada win? Ah yes, the famous arms opening. You have 4-3, you still click arms twice, it doesn't matter. Arms is especially nice here though with Birch Troll. You just smash arms, pick up provinces at some point. You have actions to play it as well, right? Silver. I wonder about the silver. This is unfortunate, you don't want to see the raise here. Probably doesn't play the raise, probably buys a counterfeit or replace. Counterfeit, right? Replace later? Yeah, okay. So you do need the silver to get a 5 cost early, which happened for both teams. Both openings, so all that's fair. And they both have 3 here as well, huh? Second raise, reasonable. I expect France to follow suit. There's not much else to get. Okay, they get a green, which is fine too. They get Canada gets a village green now, so France with the 5 will go for what now? Second counterfeit, Birch Troll. I am expecting a bridge troll. Let's see. Replace, okay. That's fair too. They do not have a second raise, so they would want to keep up the trashing rate. Understandable. Raise and a Wayfarer. I was expecting bridge troll there. Another green. Canada will use their green next turn and pick up. Okay, here's the bridge troll. Okay, so they wanted some draw before getting the bridge troll. Fine, fine. France finds their replace for village green, of course. Yep. And they could arms the Wayfarer here if they want. And they do. And they do. Okay, okay. Similar looking decks here. Using this raise as an ox. Okay. You draw here, right? What is the keep back? You obviously draw here, I think. We have a connection issue. Oh yeah, we did. Plays our raise, trashes the raise, and gets a troll in play. I imagine they want another troll here. Probably a Wayfarer and a troll. Yes, that is what happens. They gained a silver, did they? Yeah, they gained another silver. I don't know, maybe. So I imagine France will bank their village green for next turn. Goes for Caravan Guard. They could have picked up a Wayfarer. No, no, no. Never mind. That is not what happened there. This is a bad thing with the price reduction. Raise only sees one card. The troll has to come down here. Right, and now the game kind of plays itself. You just get greens and trolls. Second Wayfarer is fine too. Okay, nice draw for France there. I imagine you replace that silver. Okay, you can still replace the silver for a troll and pick it up and play it. Right? No. Trash the raise for green. And now buy the troll? Yes. No troll. That's trouble. That is troubling. Alright, so Canada discards our green, plays it immediately. Another Wayfarer, gaining a silver. More silver again. Banking the green for the next turn. And here, if you buy all the greens, you effectively win the game. You lock your opponent out of strong options by taking all the greens here. They can't play as many terminals as you, and then you're just free to do whatever you want. So, yeah. Okay. I was wrong in what I was saying with the greens because there's a source of plus action on the board called Ox. If there wasn't Ox, then what I was saying was true, or any other source of plus action. So they went in on the Wayfarers because they plan to use some of them as Oxen? I don't know. They plan to use some of them for plus actions, obviously. Alright, nice. So France has picked up their first troll. And their second. And a green here. Alright, Wayfarer. Here, this raise is probably going to turn into an ox. Right, these raises will turn into oxen. The silvers are nice, but maybe at some point you stop gaining that many. I assume they buy out the wayfarers here. Well, you have to be careful, right? You don't want to open up a pile out. Now they go for the greens and some trolls. Right. So that seems like a fairly safe play. There's no way France has enough gas to empty the piles and take a lead. I haven't counted the buys very carefully, but I don't even think they have 6 buys. Or they would even need more than that to win, but 6 to tie at a minimum. And the gain from replace, of course. Even with that, I don't think they have enough. Double troll in play. This is dangerous now because you don't want to pick up trolls or wayfarers. It opens up a win. But on the other hand, I don't think anything else you do is winning. This seems to be easy for Canada at this point. Yeah, the estate's there. That's not helpful. Probably just going to gain silver like crazy people now. Anyway, they have lots of buys. So why not? Village, village. Hey, another wayfarer. Yeah, this looks like game. And razors become oxes to allow for the trolls to come into play. Okay. Six buys, yeah, enough to empty and buy a province. Cheers. $22. And the most expensive thing on the board is $3, which means they could empty the provinces as well. Matter of style, I guess. Alright, so that is the first match to Team Canada. There's still a couple more games left. Again, might be important for tiebreakers, so you do want to make sure you get as many wins as possible. Alright, let's have a look at the kingdom. Alright, and who is first player? France has first player here. With 3 copper. Workshop seems very good here. You could even... So for example, you could buy a gear and then march to play the gear immediately. If you want. Anyways, both players go for gear, trashing the overgrown estate to make the shuffle trigger. Gets through with a counterfeit that worked out. Cheers. Cheers to Team France. Canada also triggering the shuffle for a very impressive 2 coins. Pixie. Here's gear. I imagine another gear will be bought or a workshop. France with the early lead in development goes for a farmer's market. I don't like the farmer's market that early, but let's see. So Canada's still unable to get to a counterfeit. Picks up our second gear. Imagine if that farmer's market was a gear. Turn looks a lot better. Alright, let's see. On 7. For Team France. Market and Pixie. This is not the greatest Pixie in the world. Swashbuckler for Canada. Alright, alright. So there aren't any other way to gain coin tokens, coffers, sorry, except via Swashbuckler, I think. Ghost Town, right, okay, so TeamOkay's deck seems to be making itself more and more apparent. Swashbuckler to generate some draw, some coffers. Similar style deck is showing up here for Team France. Let's see what they go for on 6. Double Ghost Town. So that probably means the Swashbuckler won't trigger for them. Neither will it trigger for Canada. Their deck is too thin. Sometimes that is a problem, the deck being too thin. Alright, so they store, Canada stores their Swashbuckler. There's no real gain to play in it. Opting not to trash here, instead gets a counterfeit. Alright. So France's Swashbuckler also doesn't give them any benefit right away. They have a thinner deck, however. Very, very small now. 7 goes for a market and a Pixie. So I think now France may be able to get coffers off their Swashbuckler. Maybe. They need to populate their discard pile somehow. Right. Canada has more junk in the deck, but is able to draw through everything. So is it really junk? Question mark. These are important questions to ask. And a workshop for Team Canada. So now they could populate their discard, play the Swashbuckler, get a coffer. Alright, so this Pixie will not help populate the discard for France. I have to keep clicking to clear the boons off the screen. Probably counterfeit the goat. No, okay. Oh, they do. So what is the situation on 8 now? You have quite a few options here. Market and farmer's market. Alright. So they want to go into the farmer's market side of things. That's fine. Alright, with this draw, Canada will not be able to trigger the Swashbuckler, but it seems like that's not what they were going for anyway. Triggering the Pixie to pick up 2 gold. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, stop making me click the screen, Pixie people. This is a nice Pixie if you had 2 treasures in hand. That was so much value. This is still good. Of course. Ah, here is the workshop. Here is the workshop. Very good. I guess workshop Ghost Town comes to mind here. Workshop farmers market. Okay. Can't play the farmers market though. Double ghost on again. And pixie. Or market goes down or what? In Canada's position, I would have been reluctant to trigger that gold gain in pixie. I would have feel my deck is too thin. I don't want to introduce more stop cards in it. I'm sure TeamOkay has a plan and they know what they're doing. I would like to see the plan here though, and the idea. I would have thought it was too early, in my opinion. I would have passed on it, but I could be wrong. I could always be wrong. I didn't do that good in the league. I swear, last turn he had 5 coppers in the deck. Where are the rest of them? In the gears? Is that what's happening? Look, he used the 2 goals, so clearly I was wrong. Clearly I was wrong. 2 gold come into play almost immediately. Oh, so here this is nice. Oh, wait. Forum now. Forum now. This guy 2 cards swashbuckler for value is fine. He'll find France will find the, what is it called? The workshop to populate their discard. I think no. Now it's too late. What is this? I thought they would have used the forum to gain coffers off the swashbuckler. Perhaps not. Market and pixie. Okay. All these swashbucklers and nobody has any coffers. Nor have they had coffers for the last, what, 10 turns? See, I knew they had more coppers. Look, there's 2 of them here. They're keeping them in the gear. That's what's happening. Only letting them come out when they want to trash with counterfeit. Market double goes down. Triple goes down and play now. Pixie. Will they take the silver? I feel like they will. Yeah. Not as good as 2 gold, but you don't have to discard for it. Alright, so they missed the swashbuckler here. Maybe still able to trigger it. Right, you play market, then you play workshop, yeah, then you play swashbuckler. Yeah, you don't want to workshop that goes down, you want to workshop something that goes in discard, yeah. Yes, now swashbuckler, go, yes, first coffer. Lots of money. 18. I would guess 2 of that, 3 of that is for 1 goes down. What else is unclear to me? Two farmers markets, 2 ghost towns. Marches the farmers market, doesn't want to leave the points up for TeamOkay. That's fair. Piles are thin. Forest gift pass? No, of course. Yeah, you always trash on forest gift almost all the time because you could always at least buy back the pixie most of the time. Alright, so let's see what TeamOkay goes for. 14. Province and Duchy. Yes. Alright. So now let's see what France will do. France has some options here because they have this 8-point buffer from the farmers markets. And currently they're the only one playing with farmers markets. TeamOkay can change that at any time, of course. Opting to not take the wisps. I thought that would have been an instant trash as well. Ooh, look at this. This is dangerous. This is why I don't like Pixie sometimes. If you receive this, you feel nice. But if you're on the receiving end of this, you're not happy. Your boy here can discard this, pick up more farmers markets of pixies and gears and probably end the game, maybe. You have to be careful because there's March, so you could play the farmers markets. Some of the fat farmers markets you could play without cost because you can make back the $3 off the March. Right? I'm not sure if this is enough to win. He has 8 buys. Keep saying he, man. I'm mixing up these pronouns. I do not think you want to play the gear here. I think you want to play your farmers markets and call it a day, but because gear, you're limited on actions and gear doesn't get you any more money or buys. And you're looking to end the game. So if they play farmers market up to 9, farmers market again is up to 13, plus 2 is 15, which is 1 short of the estate pilout. And 5 short of the market pilout. There's no market pilout, you need market and points. So I don't think there's any pilout here. And perhaps they march just to take the points off and go for province. At the very least. Wait, what? Oh, I'm dense. I'm so dense. I'm so dense. I missed the obvious farmers market pile up. Oh my god. Cut the VOD. Nobody see this. Nobody watch this. Clip it. Take it out of the video. Edit that out. Okay. Last game. How are we doing on time? Where are we? Not bad. Granted, it's 6 games. Alright. Canada going first in the last game here. Silver and silver for Canada. France opens with the same, double silver. Silos. Fine. Replace, yeah. I think that's something you want really. France picks up the replace early. Alright, so Canada seems to be thinking about silos. Alright, proper deck tracking lets them discard 2 for a replace. Alright, so I like Canada's position here with the silos. France cannot purchase our silos here, unfortunately. Opts for silver. Perhaps experiment at that stage is better. For Canada's position here, I think you always silos. Likely seeing the replace, no, definitely seeing the replace with the silos on in the next hand. So let's see what they do in this hand here. Perhaps an experiment. Perhaps a smithy. Ooh, very nice. This is much better. This is much better. Saves the silver to pick up a 5 cost, along with the replaced estate into what I assume is a smithy. No, experiment instead. Okay. And gets the city with the 5. Okay. France in the meantime has picked up their silos. Very nice silos for them there. Able to follow suit on that gain 4, gain 5 turn. Let's see what the option is here. Will it be experiment or will it be smithy? Will it be potion? It is potion. I was half joking, but it's not that bad. Except when you can't buy golem, then it's bad. Okay, so this is an interesting point for Canada. They can replace mid-turn, pick up the card with the experiment. Goes for smithy now. Probably can save our silver here, right? And purchase another city. Alternatively, you could save the copper to get more silos value. France goes for the golem. Cheers, cheers. Ooh, city replace. So there's a smithy sitting in those 5 cards without a city. Experimenting. I stay tuned into experiment, obviously, to try to connect the smithy with a city. But I like the early golem. It's a bit cheeky, but I think they'll see value from that. At some point they may go for a second replace. Alright, so the city finds a smithy here. Lots of draw. Able to gain mid-turn. Gains the city by trashing the experiment. So they keep the 2 silver in the deck. Instead, what I'm saying, they could have chosen to replace the silver with a city and kept the experiment in the deck. You never need more than $8 on this board because there's no plus buy. Right? Okay, replace the potion already. I would have wanted one more golem before doing that, but I understand the need to go after cities aggressively. Right, so Canada is out of estates. So let's see what this replace will target. Now targets the silver to top deck a city, and there's a second replace for them. Alright, alright. Here is the mighty golem, revealing double city. France uses their last estate to get us Smithy. Alright, cheers. I guess they buy a province here. Right, save the silver by a province. Is that the play? That is the play. Okay. There's not much else to do. Alright, so let's say this double replace action here. They cannot replace too much of their economy. So here, for example, exactly 8 taxman. Ooh, this is spicy. So they will use the taxman to improve their treasure to either gain more buying power or have better replace targets. They gain a wild hunt here. Very interesting. I don't know if there's time for wild hunt with this replace lurking. Yeah, second replace. There you go. So now, for example, they can replace province into province by province while saving a copper, or the province at least. Yeah. It's 2 provinces for France. Let me see what Canada has. So here they can taxman. They're not far behind at all. Here they can taxman. Whoa. Oh no, the taxman was a ruse. Come on. I was excited to see some taxman action. Taxman, silver into gold, draw gold, replace gold, and replace province. Things like that. Alright, so saving a city, buying a province. But what's happened here is that first player has kind of changed hands. And because of the point situation, France has 1 extra province. So having that lead is very helpful moving forward here. Did not replace province into province there. I thought you might want to do that. Gains the estate with the wild hunt. Por qué? Alright. This is not how I thought they would play this ending. I thought they would look to empty the provinces as quickly as possible using their replaces. So you could replace 2 provinces and then buy another one and effectively be +6 on that turn if the game state, you know, allows you to make that kind of play without losing. But here now, Canada has options, and I think what they want to do is gain at least 2 provinces on this turn. Right? No, actually. Because the opponent can empty 3 provinces, but they can only do so with what, +8 VP? 6 from the province you buy, and then 2 from the curses you hand out by replacing provinces. Okay, silver into taxman. Come on, don't ruse me like this. Silver into gold here, right, is better than copper into silver because you get 2 replaced targets. Yeah, and then they buy 1 just to be completely safe because there's no way the game could end on this turn now. Yeah, now that France has made their deck terrible, they have a terrible draw here. They might opt to replace copper into estate by estate, but that's not a strong turn at all. And if this turn is good for Canada, then I see them taking an unassailable lead. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'm just high. Because they could replace province into province, replace our gold into province, and then still have money left over to buy a province, right? And then that I think is unassailable. Plus 12 from the green cards, and then plus 1 from the curse given out by the replace. So an alternative here is to turn the silver into a duchy, yeah, and then do nothing. Save the wild hunt, of course. And is almost identical for France. Anyways. So they are the two replaces for Canada. Alright, there's the smithy as well. Yeah, so they could do exactly what I said. Turn one gold into a province, turn a province into a province, buy another province, and that's... Is that fine? That is what? I said that was plus 13, right? So they would be 26-ish. Like, I'm not actually checking VP. I'm just checking the differences in VP. So they would need... It's not 100% safe. Actually. Yeah, which is why they're making this kind of play. Going after the provinces is not 100% safe. But then you wait for what? You know? What is the play here? What do you wait on instead? All right, well there go the estates. Somehow the estates are empty before the provinces. Very good. Now those cities do have a plus buy in it, which actually opens up quite a few more lines of play here. Alright, so TeamOkay needs to have a strong turn here, and I think they'll have all the tools to do so. I don't think emptying 4 provinces is on the cards, but emptying 3 of them is. Whether that is enough. They didn't do it last turn, so I don't think they'll do it this turn, but let's see what they do instead. Gold into province. Oh right, there's still curses left to hand out. Okay, so that's how the third pile will finish. Okay, they're fine. Province into curse, and then whatever, this doesn't matter. They'll just buy a curse on some points to make up. Didn't even need to buy the curse. Had enough money. Alright, cheers. Well, congratulations to Team Canada. This was 5-1 in their favor. I will try to cover as many of these Canada games as I can. The tournament has just begun, so there will be a lot of games I won't be able to cover all of them. But hopefully I cover enough of them that would be helpful for Canada moving forward. I think last World Cup Canada was in the finals. They didn't get all the way through, so hopefully this time, you know, one step further is all they need. Alright, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.